Somethin About Nothin is a podcast comprised of, according to the group Spotify, 4 regular middle-aged folks from outside Seattle, Washington, talking sports, news of the day, and the absurdity of life. The group, friends who have known each other for years, are Tracy Jansen, writer and blogger at tracyjansen.com, Tim Boyle, a play-by-play sports announcer for Glacier Peak High School, Fern Hansen, known as Fernalicious in the news, who reports the news that doesn't quite make the news, and Scott Ohsman, another sports broadcaster for Glacier Peak, who was gracious enough to let me into his home to interview him.
Scott Ohsman, host of Somethin About Nothin. No G's. We're going about 3 years. It's a podcast with the 4 of us, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It's about nothing. It's a variety show. It's like the Today Show meets sports radio meets Seinfeld. Really, it's really what it is, with a couple other little twists. So we all have these different. We are just who we are, but we all come from different places. We all have different views on all kinds of the political spectrum, on where we grew up, on all kinds of different stuff. And so I just had in my head, I'm like, wait a minute, this little group, I think this could be interesting. And it is. The dynamic is just right enough. And we all have known each other for years and years. And it's pretty funny. I think with COVID, no one's doing anything because they're all home and they're listening to podcasts. So podcasts must go up. At the same time, no one's commuting. And a lot of people listen to podcasts in their cars, right? So me too. So, but I don't know, there's conflicting information. The challenge is, see, we need more like you. We had Jerry on, we had a couple of younger people.
Oh, yeah.
Our demo is too old. Annabelle, my daughter, was on. She was outstanding. Fan fave.
I think it's really fun that my dad has a podcast. I actually recently went on for the first time this spring. He wanted to interview some people that were just starting online classes. So I did that and talked about it. It was really fun.
The whole point of our podcast is that you listen and you get to know the people on there, the 4 people on there, and then all the guests, the reoccurring guests. We have Hoy Vey, he calls in, he has the Yiddish word of the week, and then because I'm Jewish, I know the Yiddish word of the week most of the time. And then my other 3 friends, Fern, Tracy, and Tim, they're not Jewish anyway, they don't know Yiddish, so they try and guess the meaning of the word. It's a very funny bit. How many shows have the Yiddish word of the week? That's a game show that not many people have. In fact, I don't think anybody has.
I don't think so either.